Colonel, your background is in the military and diplomacy. Mine is in law and the Constitution. Neither of us is a professional economist, but we both understand basic economics. Isn't a tariff a tax?
To me, ultimately, it is. I understand, I think, some of the arguments. Do you know Catherine Austin Fitts? I bet you do. I've been reading her latest Solari report. And some of the things that she talked about in the previous one were about tariffs. This one's mostly about Bitcoin and getting rid of cash and what it means and so forth. I think we're looking at an attempt by some people behind the scenes, as it were, call them oligarchs or whatever, call them Elon Musk type people, Peter Thiel type people. I think we're looking at an attempt to destroy some things that are going to make them very, very wealthy as the destruction takes place, and make Americans and perhaps other global citizens very, very poor. And that's what's going on. We're looking at this deep machinations of things behind the scenes. And my question is, does Trump know what he's doing? Does he understand what he's doing? Or
I don't think he understands basic economics 101, which we all took many years ago. But, 2 + 2 still equals 4. And if you tax something, you have less of it. These are basic rules that don't change with the passage of time. For example, he has he's put a tax on not only foreign motor vehicles, but parts from foreign countries. There isn't a motor vehicle made or a truck made in the United States of America with 100% American parts.
Nor anywhere else in the world.
Right. So he even realize he's going after his base? He's going after farmers and blue-collar people that are going to be spending more for everything from toasters and to automobiles.
The Republicans doing a CR on the farm bill is another big mistake, because most small farmers in the country who vote, they know that CR and the previous farm bill that is continually, has the continuing resolution passed with respect to it, favors the big guys, Conagra, Archer Daniels Middle, and all those big people in the farming business, and does not favor the small farmer. So he's losing vote after vote after vote in places like Iowa and Texas and elsewhere. There is an argument out there that he is going to, with regard to the tariffs, that he's going to do what he had done before. He's going to rescind them quickly. That is to say, he'll let them stay in there for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then he's going to piecemeal go out there and rescind them.
What the hell will he have accomplished besides scaring the daylights out of people today? The stock market's down 1,500 points.
Yep. Maybe he feels good when he does that. I don't know. I can't figure the guy out.
There's a very, very lucid Wall Street Journal report of the impact to U.S. automakers and American consumers from these tariffs. Cut number 14, Chris.
This chart shows where cars sold in the U.S. are coming from. All of these cars now face that 25% auto tariff. But this 53% of U.S.-made cars is also affected by that tariff because of all of those foreign parts.
Some of the major components, this is for the Ford F-150. They have an alternator, create current. It's from Mexico. We have half shafts. These deliver torque to the wheels from the driveline. They're from Canada. We have tires, of course, 5 of them. These come from Korea. Of course, you have to have wheels. In this case, a styled, attractive wheels. These all come from Mexico.
Those tires from South Korea would face that auto tariff and any reciprocal or universal tariff placed on the country. Those parts from Canada and Mexico, well, that's where it gets more complicated. Eventually, they would face that auto tariff, any reciprocal or universal tariff, and an additional Mexico-Canada tariff. But the White House said parts compliant with the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Trade Agreement, or USMCA, remain tariff-free until there is a process to apply tariffs to their non-U.S. content. And for some parts, like a transmission, there will be a lot of content to consider.
This is going to be disruptive on day one. It's going to increase the cost of doing business.
The total amount depends on the vehicle. A Cox Automotive estimate shows a car made in the US would incur $3,000 in cost from the Canada-Mexico tariffs, plus another $3,000 from the tariffs on foreign-made auto parts. Then research shows an added $400 for the steel and aluminum tariffs, and more for any reciprocal or universal tariffs.
I'd like to show this to Joe Sixpack wearing his MAGA cap and see if he's still wearing it.
I think Trump still thinks he's still in the realm of Alexander Hamilton. You know, we went to a Hyundai plant in Seoul, Korea, and we opened the hood and we looked at the round clips alone. We actually took several of them off so we could find the fabrication data and so forth. In that Hyundai, we removed 9 round clips. You know what I'm talking about. It holds a hose on a fitting or whatever.
Right.
Those 9 round clips came from 9 different countries, making the point that was just made there in the film. It ain't Alexander Hamilton's world anymore. Tariffs do not do what they maybe did in the beginning of our country, and they're very dangerous instruments because they don't. It's a very complicated, multi-nodal world now, business as well as politics.